Welcome. So the Enneagram is this sacred system of uncovering, of unveiling what's in the way of truth. The lie that's been believed, oh, this is who I am, on top of the truth. And what I see is that even in circles that come together, groups that come together for freedom, there's still a misuse of the Enneagram. So people go and they have some revealing, some insight about the movement, about the way they're caught, about the way the patterns play out. But then they identify, instead of, now my name is Yantra, or my name is Fred, or my name is Sam, and this is my life, then they're identifying as, my name is Fred, and I'm a something fixation. Oh, and you look like this, or you sound like this, or you act like this, so now you're a fixation. And this is a total misuse of the Enneagram. So I really want to clarify for people who are interested in the Enneagram, its intent, because there are also, as we know, people who use the Enneagram in the business world. And whilst that may give some clarity around behaviours, it doesn't point to freedom. You know, what's the point of being a better falseness? Really, you know. So the Enneagram, really, you mentioned nine types, but really what it is 9 paths. 9 paths back home, 9 paths to freedom, 9 paths to God, 9 paths to love. And so we have where, coming into form, there's some misidentification, either with the body, with the emotions, or with the mind. And then in our early life, something happens, some childhood event, some childhood pain or wounding, that we're not wanting to meet the pain of it. We don't know how to meet the pain of it. And so this way of misidentifying as body, mind, or emotion kind of gets wrapped up with masking this woundedness, with masking this flaw, or masking this pain somehow. And so really the invitation is to look at the patterning, look at what's being revealed, look at the veiling and the masking as the pathway to what it's pointing to. The truth that's always here, that was overlooked. So in that, there can never be any identifying as, oh, I'm a whatever number, or I do that because of whatever pattern. Really, we see it for the truth that it's pointing us back home, pointing us to the silence, to the grace, to the love that's always been here, that's been overlooked. So we're finding even now that some of the major religions and even the evangelical religions are looking at the Enneagram as a pointer and a pathway back to God. How beautiful that it's being used in this way. So, you know, my hope is that anyone listening to this they're curious, to be pointed back past the patterning, past the fixation, to the truth. And if anyone has attended Enneagram work or workshops or read anything, maybe they've been on a path of investigation, that if somehow they're caught, they're fixated, they're fighting for their story of self, that this might point them in the truthful direction, back home to freedom, to God, to love, to grace, to life itself. And so then really, you know, those that maybe misidentify as the body come to know the truth of beingness. Those that come to misidentify as the emotions come to know the truth of love. And those that misidentify as the mind, as I was sharing this morning, come to know the truth of omniscience. And so, you know, if this calls, we have an Enneagram retreat once a year, and our one is coming up over the long weekend, next weekend. And so if this calls to anyone to contact us and to book on and give yourself this gift, and if the timing isn't right, then you know that this will occur again in a year's time. But to really use whatever's presented in life as this pointer, this pathway home. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much for asking that question. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.